Today, I would like to introduce the Talmuds, the devil and the midwife. I think this story contains an important message that is relevant to the present day. This story is about never becoming a slave to money. 5 mindsets to avoid becoming a slave. 1. Aptitude. A lifestyle and remuneration that is in line with your means. 2. Self-control. Study every day. 3. Self-restraint. Restrain yourself so that you do not succumb to temptation. 4. Self-management. Manage yourself well. 5. Honesty. Live honestly. Do not lie. In other words, happiness does not reside in countable things, such as money and things. So then, there was a Jewish midwife living in a village. One day, walking down a freezing night road late after helping a woman give birth, she heard a kitten crying. She lit a candle in the area where the cry was coming from, and found a stray cat that was weak and about to die. The midwife gave the kitten some warm milk, and a blanket that she had brought with her. Then, suddenly, the kitten started speaking in human language. "I am the devil. Other devils may call you to help with childbirth, but you won't know because you're in human form. When that happens, the devil will offer you more gold coins. Then you can carry as a reward. If you accept them, you will become a devil yourself. Don't be fooled by the gold coins. Take your usual reward. It's a thank you for this wisdom helping me." After saying this, the kitten transformed into a devil and disappeared into the darkness. Many months later, one day in the middle of the night, there was a loud knock on the door of the midwife's house. She got up from her bed and opened the door, and a well-dressed man was standing there in a panic. "My wife is about to give birth, so could you please come quickly?" It was the middle of the night, but the midwife didn't show any signs of displeasure, and quickly got ready and got into the man's carriage. She then drove a considerable distance and arrived at a castle she had never seen before. The man was the castle owner. She arrived just in time for the young wife's birth, and was able to deliver the baby safely. "Thank you so much for coming all the way here in the middle of the night. Please accept my small token of gratitude." The lord of the castle was extremely grateful, and ordered his servant to bring a large, heavy-looking bag. When the midwife opened the bag, it was filled with dazzling gold coins. She could never earn such a large amount even if she worked her whole life. The poor midwife instinctively reached for the coins. But then she remembered the cat's advice. So she replied, "I can't accept such a large amount of money. Just 1 copper coin will be fine." A copper coin was the usual fee for a midwife. The Lord repeatedly asked her to accept the coin, but the midwife firmly declined and left the castle. The Lord, who drove her off in his carriage, persistently asked her in the carriage, "Since I want to give it to you, there is no need to be shy." You have not done anything wrong to get a large sum of money. Why did you not accept it?" Then the midwife told her about the cat she once saved. That was a demon, and the wisdom the demon had bestowed upon her. After hearing this, the castle owner transformed into a demon. For the first time, I have learned that there are people who do not succumb to the temptation of money. Next time, I will tempt people with a delicious meal. Not money, he muttered, and disappeared. One day, many years later, a village labbe was invited to a stranger's funeral. The labbe was taken to a distant castle, where the deceased was carefully mourned. As a thank you, the labbe, having heard the story from the midwife, left without touching the food that would have made her drool. The labbe never appeared before the labbe again. A few years later, a stranger came to the mohel, a person who performs tampering surgery in the same village, with a request. This mohel was famously stingy. "I'm a mohel. I work hard, and I study Judaism, so I won't donate," he said. He saved up money from his work as a haberdashery wholesaler, and as a mohel, and never gave tzedakah, the Jewish custom of donating 1/10 of one's income. The mohel went to a magnificent castle, where he found a boy wrapped in a blanket. He quickly performed the tampering surgery, and the owner of the castle was very grateful, and offered him a bag full of gold coins, saying, "Please accept this." The mohel declined. He was then told, "Then, please enjoy a sumptuous meal," to which he also refused. This was after he had heard the story from the rabbi. The owner of the castle then became a demon. "I've heard you're stingy, but you can't resist the temptation of gold coins or delicious food, so I'll give up. However, I'll give you one piece of advice. If you don't continue to do tzedakah, as you have done up until now, you will eventually be drawn into the devil's world." With that, the devil disappeared. When he returned to the village and told the rabbi about this, he was also warned. That's what the devil says. Since then, the mohel had a change of heart, and began to do tzedakah diligently.